Hey, legends, Frazer Brookes here, back with day 4 of the Content and Conversion Summit. I hope by now you've made pages of notes. You've found one strategy that makes you go, oh, yes, that's exactly what I need. And yeah, the feedback has been absolutely incredible. You know what? This is the 5th year that we've done it, and it always is amazing. But it ceases to amaze me how many amazing people we keep getting year after year after year, whether it's coming back or brand new people. So I just want to say a massive thank you to, I kind of want to acknowledge and recognize you opened the email and you took action on the link. Your friend told you to sign up and you did. You saw a post on social media about it, you took action. So by doing that, you've already proven to yourself, others, and the universe that you deserve the success. A lot of people, I really hope it'll work out for me. Or I really hope that something will change, right? I call it hopium, living in hope. Instead, you should wish for yourself to become better. You should wish for summits like this, online events, offline events to happen so that you can go and get better, and you made it here, so well done. The second thing I will say here is that remember to commit to finishing what you started. There's no money in starting. Like if you were to run a race from here, that's me running, to here, right? Anyone can just line up at the start line. That's not hard, but finishing the race, that's not as easy as you think it is, right? Now we're like day 4, right? So we're here, right? Day 4, we got day 1, finishing day 1, day 2, day 3, and then when you finish day 4, when you finish day 5, you've made it all the way to the end. So we're almost there, but we're not there yet. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. So commit to finishing. And I hope you've enjoyed this process where it's basically an hour and 15 minutes every single day. You can be able to hit pause, you can rewind, you can fast forward, you can watch it a couple of times, like whatever that might be. I hope you've enjoyed that because it allows people from all over the world to access it. And over 10,000 people have taken part in it this year's summit, which has been absolutely phenomenal. Now, before we go into the first mini training, I've got two friends I want to introduce you to as well. I just want to remind you of the free trial with Saga. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go to thesaga.app/Frazer. Make sure you go there and click the yellow button to get the exclusive 7 days free trial. This timer will be going down and down and down and down and down, all right? So just pay very close attention to that, all right? thesaga.app/Frazer. Okay, so with that being said, let's move into our first segment here. Let me just get my notes up. Where have you gone, notes? There we go. All right, so here's what I want to talk about real quick. It's so important that when we understand social media, especially with content creation, is most people think about content creation, but they actually don't focus too much on bio optimization, right? Let me. This is really important to understand. Whether you know how to optimize your bio or not, it's very important to understand what I'm about to tell you so that you can pass it on. Now, in the online marketing world, we have something called landing pages. I actually showed you one. With Saga yesterday, right? So maybe there's a photo of you, there's a headline, a subheadline, and then there's enter your name, enter your email, enter your number, and then click a button, right? That's a landing page. Now, your social media profile is your landing page on social media. Now, in the online marketing game, you have 100 people land on this page, right? And then the number of people who then enter in their email is the conversion rate. So we did the same thing with Content Conversion Summit. We had, I think, 20,000 people, unique people, go onto it, and over 10,000 people, right? Over 10,000 people register for free. So let's say 100 and 50 people enter their information. That's 50%. That's very, very good, right? If you get 50%, you've mastered the game. If you get like 30%, absolutely amazing. Anything over that, you should be really proud of yourself. So when it comes to social media, imagine this is your bio. You create a piece of content that gets 100 people go onto your profile. How many of them are clicking the follow button? Because the follow button is, in essence, in this example, the conversion rate that you need. There is no point in creating world-class content that goes viral if your bio is not optimized. Now, We can talk about the actual, the bio. We talk about that a lot in our social selling secrets course, which is everyone in network marketing should go through. It's an absolute game changer for so many people. The reviews and the feedback and the stories from that are insane. However, in this example with the bio optimization, I want you to imagine that you've got your Instagram here, right, or Facebook, right? Facebook is like this, right? Cover photo, profile photo. Instagram's like this: profile, bio, 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 bio. Facebook's like cover photo, bio, bio, bio. Then you've got your feed, right, with the posts: post 1, post 2, post 3, right? Instagram is like the grid, right? It's changed a little bit over the years. It's not exactly square. It's a little bit more, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, you can leverage something known as a pinned post. Now, pinned posts allow people who go onto your profile to see those posts first. And they have a little icon in the top right-hand corner, which is like a little pin. Now, on Facebook, you can have one, which is going to pin it right to the top. Let's say this is the pinned post. And on Instagram and TikTok, this is, let's say, Instagram and TikTok, because they look very similar. And this is Facebook, right? So on Instagram and Facebook, you can have 3. On Facebook, you can have 1. This is what I would do. There are 3 things people need to know about you in order to make a decision whether you can help them. Some people will make a decision based on how you look, right? Think about it. You come across a guy, to the men out there, you come across a guy who's in great shape and you want to get in great shape too. You look at him and you go, geez, man, follow. You're a woman and you're a mum and you see another mum and the mum just looks super happy, super radiant, with 2 kids just like yours. You might hit the follow button. The majority of people, though, they go, okay, I like the look of her. I like the look of him. Then I'm going to read, what does she actually do? And if you like the look of that, then you hit the follow button. So that's important. Good profile photo, good bio. However, if that's not enough, you then go, I want to see what they post about, what their style is, what their personality is like. So you tend to start from the top and work your way down. The further the way you go down, the more likely you are to hit the follow button. So think about it. If someone watches 3 posts of yours and is hooked, loves it, laughs, cries, goes bingo, shares it with a friend, they're going to hit the follow button. 3 posts, not 100, not 10, not 5, 3. Okay? Now on Facebook, it's a little bit different because we only have 1 pinned post, but that can be all it needs, right? It's a different culture on Facebook, add a friend versus follow. So there are 3 things. Why? What? Who? Why do you do what you do? What are the benefits of it? Who is it for? And who is it not for? Right? Now, what I would then do is I would create a 30 to 60 second video. Let's talk about Instagram and TikTok right now. A 30 to 60 second video, which is going to be your first pinned post, right? We're going to put number 1 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And it's going to be something along the lines of, hey, if you're watching this right now, welcome to my Instagram page. I'm super excited that you are here. My name is Frazer Brookes, and over the last few years, I've been helping network marketers just like you, if you're watching this or you're a network marketer, build their business using social media. Why? Why have I helped people? Well, after successfully building my own organization of over 300,000 people using social media, people were coming to me and asking, what's my secrets? What's my strategies? And I just could not ignore that in my head. So I decided to resign from a multiple 6-figure income, whether I got out of bed or not, to go full in, all action on what fulfills me and what sets me on fire with absolute purpose and contribution. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm creating content. All my content you will see is all about network marketing and how I can help you. So if you're a network marketer, make sure you hit that follow button, and I can't wait to connect with you soon. I'm sorry, guys. Something like that, right? Something like that, okay? So why do you do what you do, but also make it about them? Notice it's not like I'm a best-selling author, I'm this, I'm that. It's more of, this is my credibility, and this is why I want to help people, and this is why I'm creating content about this topic, right? So it's always about them, not about you. That's the first one. People like that, they watch the second one. What are the benefits? So again, like the video could be, let's go benefits here. The benefits of following me is you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you're going to get inspiration, motivation, recognition, education. If you're a network marketer, following me makes sense. If you're not a network marketer, it's not going to make sense by following me, right? So what are the benefits? Now, you could say why you build a network marketing business, what are the benefits of building a network marketing business, and who network marketing is for. Or you could build why you talk about this skincare product all the time, what are the benefits of the skincare product that you use, and who is this skincare products for. That's it. And then obviously the third one is the who, right? Who is it for and who is it not for? Hey, this page is definitely for people who are in network marketing, and it's definitely for people who aren't in network marketing. I'm a very strong believer that network marketing is the greatest industry that's ever been around. I believe that every single person should be involved in it in some way, shape, or form, whether it's to grow themselves, grow their network, or grow an income, right? And it's definitely not for people who aren't in network marketing, because you're just not going to understand some of the terminologies or some of the things that I think of. Now, if you're someone who's not in network marketing and you're looking into it, then hey, you should follow me. I can absolutely help you. But yeah, the idea is with these, and the idea with these 3 posts is to introduce people to why you're doing what you're doing, what are the benefits of it, and who is it for. Now, Facebook, instead of doing 3 videos, you just do 1 video with 3 points. That's it. But just remember, no one really actually cares about you. They care about themselves. People don't care about you. They care about themselves. Now, I might have massive care for you because you have given me something, right? Like, I care for my mum because my mum has given me something. I care for my friend, Bob, because Bob has given me something, right? People don't care about you. They care about themselves. So whenever you're talking about the why, the what, the who, always make sure it's why you should follow me, what's in it for you. What are the benefits of this and how that can help you? Who my page is for and why you should pay attention to that, right? Like always, 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 okay? Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to our first speaker today, and then when we come back, I want to share with you 2 strategies and something that I think you're going to love. I think. I know a percentage of you are going to be like, oh my Lord, that's incredible. And the rest of you are going to go, I like it. All right. So let's see which group you will fall into. So our first speaker of today is a really good friend. I've known her for years and years and years. In fact, I remember Jessie Lee telling me on some of the coaching calls that we did that she would love to be able to work with her and have her in her team, right? Just because of the way her brain works, her energy, how she was so focused on systems as well. And I want you to pay attention to a 4-part process that she talks about and how it relates to the Saga app or Saga system that we talked about yesterday, because it's all making sense. And I hope that you're starting to see with all the different, it wasn't an intention, to be honest. They weren't prepared. Like all the 10 people, they're all talking about understanding people, understanding a process, human connection. I'm so in love with this summit, and that's why I've done it for 5 years in a row now. So anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to go over to my interview with my amazing friend, Julia. All right, Julia, how you doing?
Well, how are you doing? I think we both have 2 little kids under 3, or we're surviving.
I know. So when I saw you last was in Monaco. How crazy is that?
Yeah, I know. Our life is hard, huh? This industry is so rough.
It's so rough. And I had like I think Mia at the time was like maybe, I don't know, like 9 months or so, like something like that. And you're rocking it 2, and like, oh my Lord. And now we've both got 2 and we're both psychopaths. What are we doing? So, hey, for those of you guys who don't know Julia, get to know her, go follow her on social media, type her name in, you'll see it on the screen right now. Go and follow her. Super inspiring, super active. Love that you've been around in the old school and the new school. Although you look like you could only have been around the new school. Look at us.
Oh, wow.
And all this, right? So, Jules, what's working for you and your team right now? Like, what are you seeing that's working? What's getting traction? What's working for the guys who are out there so that they can go and implement something?
Let's just dive in, man. I've always been into systems. Okay, systems equals, what does it stand for? Save yourself time, energy, and money, right? And so, and with kids, and always wanting kids, even in the beginning, I was just like, how can I outsource? I've been in a space in my career where I just tried to do it all and tried to be it all, and you're never gonna have it all. Okay, so now I believe that you can have it all, but only if you don't do it all and you don't do it alone. And so throughout the years, really just spending well over $500,000 trying to figure out, automation, all the things. And there's so much out there, and I've been scammed with this or overpromised with this, right? I feel like, I'm nearing almost 10 years now, but finally I leverage a platform now that automates a lot, from text, drip campaigns for our team to training, onboarding. Right now, I would say what's really cool that I've been really excited about is building out basically 30-day drip campaigns and funnels for my social sellers, right? So we have great teams that love to do events like you. You're just absolutely killing it. You're like the king of Europe, right? To, online, where they're like, I want to post and not pray. I want to play, with a really great system that's actually going to also build my brand, right? Because we've done it where, post and this and generate the leads, but where does the lead go? We've utilized ManyChat. We've done the project broadcasting, but it's not really collecting the lead, and it's not nurturing the lead. And so over the last year, I've spent, I don't know, another at least 50 or 60 grand, maybe in the last 6 months, building out these really cool flows for our girls that want to build a brand online, where it consolidates everything, all of those platforms in one. And we can take the lead after they drop a keyword on Instagram, for example, collect the lead, and then nurture the lead via email and text. And that has been a really cool game changer. It's been a lot of trial and error, but now I have girls that were stuck enrolling 10 to 50 a month that are enrolling hundreds a month on autopilot. And more importantly, that are building a book of business. So that's been one of my most favorite projects recently.
And I love it as well, because the money, we all start and we're all told to write a list. And then once that list is gone, the energy is so different, because it's like, oh, I have no one to talk to now. And not enough people are like yourself who are teaching people to continue to build or write a new list, right? And then in the marketing game, the money's in the list. Every person you have on an email list or in a list, and any kind of list is equivalent to a lot of money. So how are you, because you're a systems girl, you love scale, you build internationally as well, which is freaking awesome. You make it work around your amazing family, loving family. Like, how have you made it simple? Because a lot of people who do like funnels, drip campaign, like the leaders have nosebleeds like at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh my God, I've got to, it's the way forward, but like, I don't know how to simplify it. Like, how have you done that? Is it chaos at home? Because your office looks clean.
Frazer, it's always chaos at home with 2 little kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Always. I mean, I don't believe in balance. Okay. That's a unicorn word. If you figure that out, please, I will pay all the things. Yes. I believe in seasons. Okay.
Yes, me too,
sure.
me too.
So, from simplicity, not everyone leverages that platform. In fact, I don't even market it front end. I'm not like, oh my gosh, come into the team or business and like introducing this really cool. I mean, that is not for everybody, but we offer that, right? So just in terms of some cool things we've been leveraging, great. When our teams come in, we keep it very simple. We have a first 10 days, whether they're transitioning or whether they're new to the industry. Everything is designed for the person that has no social media, no experience, no influence, because if they can win, anyone can win, right? Yeah. And so we basically send a text that goes into our members area, and it has micro videos that breaks down, how to do the basic things, how to get paid, all that stuff that are important questions. But as a leader and you want to create duplication, answering those questions all the time can be a lot, right? So we have that whole onboarding, and then we drip them via text and email of what to say, how to generate leads, and then we bring them through the pipeline. So our system is basically like post or prospect, peak, present, pass. That's it. And then we have basically, we love to do live events, online, whatever. We do have some people that do them in person, but majority, we do live events. I've been doing this for years, at least once a week for, business partners. And then we do a deeper dive for customers. and then and we bring them through the pipeline, and so through that, oh man, I'm building out some really cool AI stuff too. We can maybe talk about it in a minute, but squirrel. But through that, it's like, what is this? What's the system? Everyone knows it, everyone does it, and it works. And so we have tons of training. I have hundreds and thousands of reels, examples by caption and hooks, and we have AI prompts and how to dial in your niche, which is your story. All right, don't overcomplicate it. It's like, what is it's your story, right? Like, why are you here? If the business fires you up, yes, let's talk about that. If it's the product or service that you offer, great, let's talk about that. We're in the product space, so we have lots of great testimonials, right? It's like, share what brings you joy, and then just get loud and proud about it and be consistent and plug people into the system. And then we have simulated live events. Basically, they run 24/7 in multiple languages and different backgrounds that expose the information. So if you have someone in, Dubai or somebody in, Australia, they can see the information without attending an actual live event.
Yeah, and by the way, on that, not a lot of people know how to do it, and it's like, guys, go on Zoom or Google Zoom Simulive, right? It's just a great. Do you use Zoom to do it, or are you use
I actually use
EverWebinar?
EverWebinar. I don't even know Zoom did that. But before EverWebinar, what we would do though too is we could just, you can Zoom a recorded event, right? But someone's got to manually do it. I don't even know about that. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. And it has the chat. It's like EverWebinar, but it's on Zoom, which everyone knows of. Yeah. The different languages and stuff, you can do it with that as well, and you can do loads of fun stuff. It's amazing. You actually mentioned something there, and I think I wrote all 4 steps on post or prospect, right? That was the first one. Post or prospect, peak, present, pass. I think you said pass.
Yep.
That was gold. And guys, again, like for you, it's like, I always say, guys, like, one person's dirt is another person's aha. Like for Julia, like, it just comes like systems just come natural to her because she spent so much, but she's around it, and she's obsessed with simplifying things for her team and giving them the tools and the competitive advantage, which I guess you guys can figure out from watching this. But that is like, let's talk about that for a moment.
Sure.
So you're teaching people to prospect by doing what they should be doing, reaching out to people they know or they can get to know, and posting, utilizing your content library of proven posts that have worked. Then peak interest. Is peaking interest like a script? Do you teach scripts? Do you not teach scripts? Like, how does that peak interest part work?
Great question. So scripts are a guide. It is not an end all be all. If you're like, yo, and that's how you talk, like, then go talk like that. You know what I mean? If it doesn't make sense, it's not going to make $1, right? And then you're not going to make anything. So we have them as a guide, right? And I do so peak interest is like, you got to get to the point. You can post and pray all day long. You can, but at some point you got to go for the ask, where it's anything from, hey, I don't know if you know what I do, but you would absolutely crush in this. If I send you some information, would you, take a look at it? Again, that's like one of a million different examples. What we like to train, though, we do personality tests or color codes, right? If they're money motivated, we use the 4, but keep it simple. The 4 personality types, we, red, white, blue, yellow, essentially, or shark, whale, dolphin, urchin, or whatever. Okay. Yeah. And so we try and talk to why they're motivated, why I got started to retire my husband as a Navy SEAL, blah, blah, blah. That's not all people, right? And it's not about me, it's about them. So we want to be able to serve and connect and communicate, right, based on what they're motivated by. If they're all about fun, Dubai, yacht, whatever, cool, let's talk in their language of the trips that we have, right? Versus we're saving the world with, they're going to be turned off. If they're money motivated, right, and you're just spitting numbers, they're also going to be turned off. So we definitely leverage, we have folders with different personality scripts in them to connect with them and invite them based on their personality. For example, let's say, or do you want me to go into an example?
Yeah. No, I would love it. I would love it. Like, go. You're on.
Okay.
Got momentum. It's all on your side. It's all on you. Go. I'm just sipping my green tea,
Okay. So let's say, if they're like, I'm a yellow dolphin, whatever, or, that's like the fun, whatever. Like, I just want to have fun. I'm a unicorn though. I like all of it. I'm also very type A. I want, I love the numbers. I'm very skeptical. But anyway, let's say majority I swing yellow / dolphin, whatever. Hey, listen, I'm launching this huge project. It's a lot of fun. There's a trip to Bali this year. I don't know if this is for you, or I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I would say something like, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow at 7 o'clock, but or something like that. Like, but you're going to love this. It's a lot of fun. Like, you've been telling me you wanting to travel. I think this is your ticket. So if I send you some information, would you take a look at it? I wouldn't waste your time or mine. You're going to love this.
Yeah, I love it.
Right? Like, posture, you're going to love this, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's just be real, because I'm not in the business of convincing anyone. I'm in the business of showing them what's possible for them and hoping that they see what I see so they can dream again and believe again, because there's typically two reasons why people don't get started: belief in themselves and belief in the industry. And all I want to do is show them a tool versus be the tool and say, listen, here's how it works, and are you in or you out? What did you like best, right? It's not complicated. And that's all that I've done for 10 years is just expose people to information, ask better questions, and serve them at the highest level that I can.
And you know what, guys, like, this is what I really want people to understand with this as well. There are two things about systems that's very, very important. Number one is a system has to be made for the 80%, not the top 5%, right? Like, and that's what you're doing here. Like, a lot of systems are made for the high performers to keep being high performers, but then you don't get the scale, you don't get the massive growth, you don't hit critical mass, and you're just constantly like feeling like in work mode. So number one is do it for the 80%. The second thing, and this is what some of you might have realized with how Julia's saying this, is system doesn't replace people. The system doesn't replace like knowledge about people, emotional intelligence. It actually helps you to accelerate that process. So with posting and prospecting, you're always thinking like, my story, how is my story going to connect with them? What is the pain that I'm dealing with or that I've dealt with that will also connect? That's people. The piquing interest, you mentioned the color personalities, right? You're actually taking the time to get to know, like, if I know that Julia is a dolphin, she is a yellow, she likes to have fun, like, I'm not going to talk to her about the product that I'm using has 72 different herbs and botanicals mixed into a blend with the unicorn horn. And like, I'm not going to, like, why would I say that? It's like, she's not bothered, but she cares that we can travel the world together with other couples and other families and, da-da-da-da-da. The presentation, right? You've got the presentation that matches the personality. Is the pass like a three-way call? Is it like
three-way chat? Doesn't matter. Just some sort of third-party edification, because people say no to what they have to do after they say yes.
Oh, say that. Oh my God. Oh, my God. You're watching, rewind 10, 15 seconds and just listen to that one more time. Just to make sure that your mind was
say
blown.
No to what they have to do after they say yes. So if you're Dr. Phil, on a call for
But Mia's left her bubble machine here because she knew that was going to happen. There's bubbles everywhere. Oh, make it rain, bubbles. I was not expecting that to happen, but like, there's bubbles floating. Like, that's not a Zoom feature. That is a bubble machine. Like, what the heck? How have I not heard that before?
Oh, man, it's so true. And so I don't want them to be the expert. There's Choco Triangle this and the bicubic metric of the blueberry. Like, nobody cool, like, they're like, holy cow, no wonder Susie Q's an expert. She's on the phone with the A for an hour and a half. I don't want to do that. I got kids and a life, right? Or B, she's all alone trying to do this by herself, versus, man, she's got a support that are championing and communicating. And it also builds duplication, gives you a life, and will also bridge a leadership gap.
Oh my God. Guys, so freaking good. Please, please, please go make sure you follow Julia. Tune into her socials. Watch some. She creates so much great content. And just make sure you go give her some love on what you've just heard as well. And figure out, along all the other different stuff here, I love that you talk about like seasons over balance. I'm the same with you. There's lots of different stuff here, but like, go and find out your own content library. Like, you don't have to be involved in an organization that has a content library. You probably have your own. You probably got 2 or 3, and just go post them again. If you've got 3 top performing posts, post 1 today, 1 tomorrow, and it doesn't matter that you've posted it. What gets repeated gets remembered. What gets remembered gets repeated, and that's how you build a brand. The second thing is figure out how you can post today, pique interest today, present today, and pass on to a tool or a 3-way today. Like, don't waste your time. Don't mess around. Get it done today. Julia, amazing. The bubble machine made an appearance for the first time ever. And I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much.
What an honor.
I love it.
I just love you. I could hang out with you all day. Man, what a beautiful family you have. I'm just so proud of you. It's always an honor.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Julia. You are absolutely amazing. I nearly fell off my chair when she said that. When she said that that quote about, like, I think it was, people say no to what they have to say yes to next. It was something like that. I need to go back and make the actual note on it, because it just, I think I got the bubble machine out and I was throwing the bubbles everywhere. It was like boom, boom, boom. It's amazing when you're reminded of something you've already heard before, or it's said in a different way that really connects with you and makes you go, wow. I love that. Absolutely love that. And I really love that she does like a color personality test with people as well. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you go and get the All Access Pass. The All Access Pass gives you access, lifetime access, to the 5 days of this incredible challenge, so this summit, sorry, so that you can go over it over and over and over and over again. It also gives you access to the behind-the-scenes interviews. So every single speaker that has appeared on this summit, right, all 10 of them, I did another interview with them going deep on the topic that I believe they need to go deep on for your benefit. These are questions that I would ask if I was you. And then you're going to be able to access our implementation training, which is a 2 to 3 hour live Zoom, which you're going to be able to tune into live, and you'll be able to get the recording of it just in case you can't be there or you want to go over it and over and over and over again, where I'm going to create a game plan based on the stuff that you're seeing here in the summit, for you to be able to reduce the overwhelm, reduce the distraction, reduce the frustration, and move forward with world-class strategies. You're going to absolutely love it. It's my favorite part of the summit. And yeah, that's all going to be live on Zoom with all the rest of the people, and you're going to get the recordings of that. So with regards to the behind-the-scenes access with Julia, I asked her, how long did it take you to build a system? How are you using AI, which is amazing. How are you using AI, especially to, how do you find the new person in Momentum? How has the system affected your real life? How have you used this for international growth? She's growing a massive international team right now. So how are you growing internationally? And what's the biggest challenge with having a system? Which is super, super cool. So it was great. The behind the scenes interview with her is absolutely amazing as well. She was just getting warmed up. It was so awesome. All right. Now, before we move into our second speaker and last speaker for today, I want to just share with you 2 other strategies. But before I do that, I don't know how many of you guys on here who heard about Dare to Dream or were at Dare to Dream, but Dare to Dream is our annual event. It's 20. Before you switch off thinking like, oh, he's going to pitch to Dare to Dream, I'm not, because it's already sold out, right? So in 2023, we did our first one, right? Now, I've done events for years and years and years, but COVID threw me into the online space, like, heavily. I was already in the online space, but I loved in-person events. Like, I would even say I'm stronger with in-person events than I am with online events. And I don't really know anyone who does online events bigger and better than I do with network marketing, because I've been doing them for longer than anyone has been doing them, right? So, like, in 2023, we had 111 people here in Dubai, and it was amazing. The goal was to have 100 to 200 people at the first one, and forever. I wanted it to be intimate so I could get to meet people, and that quickly changed, because in 2024, although we'd sold 160 tickets, we had about 120 people in the room because the Dubai floods happened. Don't know if you remember that, but the Dubai floods were crazy. And in 2025, it blew up, and we had over 600 people from 40 plus countries in Turkey. And we announced that in 2026, we're going to be doing it in Barcelona, and we've already sold all 1,500 tickets. We have a waiting list now. So people who are on the waiting list are going to be first come, first serve. People on the waiting list. If for some reason 50, 100 of those people cancel because we allow subscriptions, or if they decide that they don't want to go and they want to sell their ticket, we know about it, and then we will release it, maybe 5 tickets, 10 tickets, 20 tickets at a time. So yeah, there's already like 600 people on the waiting list. You can also join on the live stream, because those of you on the live stream will be the first people to know about when, where, and how to get a ticket for 2027. How many people we'll have in 2027? I don't know, but what I do know is it will sell out again within 2 weeks. This sold out in 8 days, okay? The reason why I tell you this is because at Dare to Dream, probably about a week before, I turned to Svetlana and said, I would love to do Dare to Dream twice a year. And she looked at me and like she's just given birth to Ava. So maybe not the right timing. And she was like, yeah, but nah, it's a lot of work and a lot of effort for us. I said, yeah, but the energy is so great. And then we basically decided we would only do it once a year, right? We'd focus it on once a year, make it the best event in the industry, like all that fun stuff. But then I said, like, but what if we take a different group of people and make it a much smaller experience? Like I'm talking like 30 people for 3 days. And she was like, that's cool. Like we could do that. So here's what we've created. We've created something called the 6-figure breakthrough. This is for people who are not making 6 figures a year, $100,000 a year in their business. So if you're making $1 a month, $100 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, you can attend the 6-figure breakthrough. Now, the 6-figure breakthrough is a 3-day in-person boot camp in Europe, 12th to the 14th of September. Right? So 12th to the 14th of September. There's only going to be about 30 people at this event. You're gonna get the 3 days in-person boot camp. You're gonna get lunches. You're gonna get dinners as well. Again, I'm gonna be running all of the training, and it's gonna be very, very, very interactive. Okay. Now you're also 1 second. Sorry about that. You're also gonna get 3 online fast track to 100K sessions. So this is gonna basically prepare you for the upcoming boot camp. So we do 3 online sessions. And again, we call this the 100K fast track because it's going to give you everything you need to know in order to be prepared for the boot camp. It's going to get you focused on making that $100,000 a year inside of your business. Now, after the boot camp has started, after the boot camp is finished, we're going to do a 90-day implementation run. So we're going to finish on the 14th. We're going to have a few days. We're going to have a few days just to get back your energy, recharge, catch up with family and friends. Then we're going to go and run hard for 90 days up until the end of the year, because it strategically finishes before Christmas, which is nice. Up until the end of the year to give you the absolute best chance to have everything in place to make 2026 your first ever $100,000 a year income inside of your business. So 90-day run. Imagine this, right? Like a 3-day event with me with just 30 people, and then a 90-day run after with just 30 people. Imagine the amount of attention and love you're going to be getting. And then we also have something called a mentor program inside of our inner circle. And in the mentor program is you can book as many one-to-one mentor calls after the in-person boot camp, right? You're going to be able to book as many mentor calls as you want after the in-person boot camp with one of our qualified mentors. This could be about mindset. It could be about social media. It could be about recruiting, closing, objection handling. Like if you need anyone, you literally book a time, book a date with one of the mentors, and they'll be on the other end of a phone or the other end of a Zoom answering any questions or concerns that you have. All right? So what you got to do, if you would like to, again, and by the way, I'm not saying this for like a marketing perspective, but there are only 8 slots with this. We've got 30 tickets, yes, but only 8 seats are available because 22 already went. They've already sold. Like they sold very, very quickly as well. So if you want, you can go to FrazerBrookes.com/100K. You will see here that it's only $2,997 US. You can, by the time before the end of this summit, you are able to pay $997 today and 4 payments of $597. So that'll be $997 today. and then 597 next month, 597 next month, 597 the month after, 597 the month after. All right. So basically, what, a payment in May, then one in June. Sorry, the 997 in May, then June 597, July 597, August 597, September 597. But again, it's first come, first serve. Right. You can see here what's included here, and it's FrazerBrooks.com/100K. It says only 30 spots available here, but there's actually only 8. So yeah, FrazerBrooks.com/100K. Make a decision whether you want to do it or not. Speak to partners, speak to friends, speak to family. We do also allow you to bring a partner, like a life partner or a business partner, if they build the same position as you. And I believe it's 50. I believe it's 50% of this. Right, so it's if there's 2 of you, it's $4,500 instead of $3,000. But again, that has to be like a life partner or obviously a business partner who builds the same position as you do inside of your company. All right, and if you want to speak to anyone about this, you want to talk about different options or have some questions, you can email info@FrazerBrooks.com. All right, and my team will get that email, and we will give you some different stuff to be able to help you out. All right. So that's that. So, hey, we've got some great options for you, right? We've obviously got the All Access Pass. You definitely should look into that. The Saga free trial, and then the 6-figure breakthrough. I'm so excited because I know in the next like 2 or 3 years, the 6-figure breakthrough will be the event where there's 120 plus people. And if you decide to do it with us this year, 2025, 12th, 13th, and 14th of September, then you will be in probably the only time that it was a small, intimate space, which is kind of cool. All right, let's do it. Let's go into our 2 strategies before we go over to our final friend here. So really, really quickly, the first one is about before and after. You know what? I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one more in depth now. No, I'll give it 2. Screw it. Right. The first one is before and afters. So we all know that a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? You've heard that one before. But a video, that's a video button apparently, is worth 1,000 photos. In fact, a video is a lots of different photos being taken and kind of repeated one time after the other. Let me take some green tea. There we go. So a lot of people do before and after photos, but the way the world is, stories love videos, reels love videos, lives are videos. We need to start leveraging videos of the before and after. So here's what I would do. I would go out there and I would go and get as many before and after photos as you can inside of your community that are open to you talking about. So obviously your own one, right? Your own before and afters. Your customers before and afters, and then the overall team before and afters. When I say overall team, I mean like the before and afters that the team have given, whether it's your team, upline team, sideline team, downline team, whatever that might be. Build a catalog of photos of people before and of people after. All right. Now, hang on a little bit because some of you guys might be thinking, I don't have before and afters. Then you do a demonstration instead. All right. Anyway, we'll come back to that. So instead of you posting a photo, why not do something like this? In this video, I want to share with you how my friend Bob went from this to this, right? So, and you actually hold the photos up, right? You show the photos, or you have it on your screen and you go, in this video, I want to share with you how my Bob, hey, in this video, I want to share with you how my friend Bob went from this to this. And you kind of show, or you turn it around and you show on your screen, on your computer, on your laptop, on your iPad, on your whatever, like your friend Bob of who he used to be and how he is today, right? So that's one way that you can do it, right? Because people are hooked in when they see a video. They watch a video and then you can explain. You can say, Bob followed the system that I've been following for 6 months that a lot of you guys who watch my videos know that I lost 20 kilos from. Whatever. You say whatever you want, but the idea is a photo is static and people have to read the captions and not everyone is. With videos, you can go a little bit deeper, be a little bit more strategic. The other way how you can use videos, sorry, Mia is crying her eyes out in the other room and it's super distracting. For those of you who have kids, I'm sure you understand when your kid's crying, you just want to know, are they hurt? What are they wanting? Are they trying to wrap Svetlana around their fingers? Probably the third. All right. Another option is, and this is not so easy to do, but when you start your journey, getting the phone and standing on the scales, for example, the before and after with health and wellness, and showing how nervous you are about showing the number on the scales, and then showing up every single day doing videos, and it doesn't have to be like talking ones. It's just your phone is here and you're going to the gym and you're just recording yourself doing a few bicep curls, or you're going for a walk with the dog and you're showing people that you're actually committing to the decision that you made. You're executing on the commitment that you decided on making. Decision, commitment, execution. Show the people with videos. The more videos you do, the better you'll get. And the better you'll get at videos, the better you'll get at social media. That's just how this game works. Now, if you're in a company or with a product that doesn't really have before and afters, do a demonstration, right? You can't really do a demonstration with photos, but show people your travel platform, or show people your utility bills, or just show them with a video. In this video, I want to share with you how my friend, one of my friends, went from this bill to this bill. Or I want to show you a video how my friend, Sarah, instead of paying $3,000, paid $2,000. Like, whatever the thing is that you have, demonstrate it. And if you don't know how to demonstrate it, ChatGPT probably does. So go into ChatGPT and ask them, how would you demonstrate this? All right? The last strategy I've got for you, I will actually tell you after we've introduced our next speaker. All right? So our next speaker, a real good friend of mine. I've known her for years now. I've always been impressed with how she turns up and shows up on social media for herself and for her team. One of Europe's top income earners, made a lot of money in network marketing, incredible human being. I got the chance to hang out with her for 2 full days, one-to-one with her and her partner, Michael. I do like maybe 10 one-to-one, like I'd call them like decades and days, right? Where we have like 2 days, one-to-one. I do that for like 10 people each year. And her and her partner, Michael, I did in 2024. Absolutely amazing. We learned a lot about each other, and the business is now exploding because of those 2 days, which is super cool. But she's amazing. You're going to absolutely love her. So let's go over to Switzerland to my amazing friend, Kathrin Glauninger. All right, Kathrin, how you doing?
Very good. Thank you, Frazer.
I tried to get you just as you were taking the water there, just to see, like, handled like a pro. I love it. So, guys, as I mentioned in the previous introduction, like, I freaking love Kathrin and Michael Glauninger, especially on social media. But when you get to meet them in person, it's like a love explosion. It's so cool being around them, their relationship, their partnership, their family. Like everyone needs a piece of these guys in their life, or people like these in their life. And I couldn't do this summit without having Kathrin involved in it, just because she's helped so many people like have a breakthrough using social media, and whether it's content creation or branding, or having more conversations than ever before. And I just love your involvement in the industry, Kathrin. So what is working for you right now on social media? What's working for you or the team? I'd love to know.
I would say it's one word. It's authenticity. Is it right?
Yeah.
Especially in the time of AI, it's more important to be authentic, to be yourself, to be real. This is what works best, if I have to be honest. It's so simple.
Yeah. But simple scales, right?
Yes.
That's the important thing. So how, because for me, right, I'll be completely transparent. I'm always honest, but I don't think maybe I share this enough. Like, I used to find being authentic super natural, right? Like going live every week, I was just being my weird self, being my crazy self. And as I got more and more success, I kind of lost a little bit of the authenticity. I'm not faking it. But I don't show up because when we shifted from live content to like story content and like reels content where it's like recorded, I've actually always found it quite difficult to be completely authentic. But you and Mikey and the family, like you always seem to show, like the person I know on social media matches very well the person that I've met a bunch of times in different parts of the world. So like, how do you like? Maybe it sounds like a stupid question, but like, how do you be authentic? Like, how can you just be yourself when there's a camera and there's a record button, and so many people are afraid of the record button? Like, how do you do it?
Yeah, I think it's like always, and like everything, it's learning by doing. Just start with doing your social media. Start. I always do my daily business, and
Then-
I try to let people look inside. So I do my daily business, I do my business talks, I do my breakfast, my lunch, my everything, that people don't see me as this high leader, because important in network marketing is when you come to a high rank, sometimes people cannot really identify themselves with you anymore. So this is actually now my I wouldn't say a problem, but what I really work on, that people see that I'm still doing my basics, that I'm still doing my customers, that I still do my social media contacts, that I still do all my social media to-dos and to contacts every day, and yeah, just fill up my lists. I still do all the things that I used to do when I started, but I have to be honest. So what you said before, I found out also in my strategies that I've been so much more authentic when the live videos came out on social media, because then everyone wanted to do the live videos. And I realized that I'm not so much live anymore than it used to be before, because social media is always, it's
Evolved,
changed
changed.
all the time. You always try to be modern and in, in the game. But actually, it's always just the normal basic things. What I started in the beginning, they still work. And my distributor and my friends and all my business partners, they always ask me, Kathrin, what can I do to be successful in my business? Which script do you use, or which texts do you know, do you use? And I always say the same I used in the beginning. I say hi. I I give a compliment. I find something where what I can share with this person. If she likes dog, I like dogs too. If she likes to travel, I like to travel too.
Yeah.
And then I ask a question. And most of the people, they forget to ask a question.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't ask, they don't pull the band-aid off, they don't pull the plaster off, they just get stuck in the friend zone, right?
Yeah.
Like oh well, I'm just gonna keep asking and asking. Have you ever not asked the question to someone to invite because you didn't feel there was a connection there?
Of course.
Yeah.
I checked. Of
Yeah.
course. I've done all the mistakes, and I'm happy that I did all these mistakes, because otherwise I couldn't learn. And I remember when you said to me your biggest growth was always when
Things
it
you-
the time was not so successful. And it's the same for me. I think it's the same for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. What about like, because you have an amazing family, you got two. I would say I was gonna say two young kids, but you don't. They're not young kids. They're like I don't know.
11.
Right, they're like 10, 11, but like they have been around personal development for pretty much your entire business, right? So like they're not. I don't want to say they're young boys. They're young men, right? They're young men, right? And you guys have done such a great job growing them up. Super polite, super well mannered. It's amazing being around them. Like, how have you included them in social media in terms of like, do they ever grab the phone and take photos? Do they know what a good video is? Like, how? Because like, when I see you on social media, I see them involved in it a lot. And to me, it's super attractive. And that's how I think network marketing should be. It's like showing the kids the world, showing the next generation the world, showing them what's possible, what's available in this world. Like, how have you like managed that? Because it's something that I'm thinking about, and I'm thinking I have no clue. I have no clue.
Yeah. Good question. I told you, so all the other ones don't know me so well. I got pregnant for our second baby when we started the business. We started the business in August 2016, and I got pregnant in October 2016. So imagine I built the whole organization, we did the highest rank in 1 year. So I was pregnant, and this pregnancy and my son breastfeeding, I breastfeeded my son, and I did my social media reels, my social media posts, and I did my information calls, business calls, always with my son in my hand next to me. And this made me so authentic, like I said in the beginning, that I had my biggest growth in the business, because moms, it was so attractive. Moms wanted to work with me because baby was crying. She also had a baby crying. Oh, but our babies are crying. We do a business together. So it was so nice, like you say. And they grew up with it. So always when I do my videos, just now when I said I was pregnant, he shouted in, it was me.
Yeah, so, I heard. I loved it.
I'm here in the camera. I'm here in the camera. But I think it's a decision what you have to take, because I have many moms, they don't want to show their kids on social media, and I totally understand and respect that decision, because also this is important. You can build your business also without showing your kids, of course, but if you want to show them, it could be a benefit. 100%. It was a benefit for me, but it was not that I used him for the business. I had no other chance because we needed the money. So I had no other chance to do my business next to him, because I wanted to give my kids a good life. I wanted to give my kids a good future. And this is what it's now. So they have a very nice life made by network marketing. By a network marketing mom and dad.
Yeah, but it's such a thing of beauty, and it's relatable, right? So like now that I've got a kid, like 2 kids, right, 2 girls, I'm super, like I'm seeing more content from other moms with their kids who are a little bit older, and I'm like, oh, that's super cool that they're doing that and so on. So a big part of authenticity is like vulnerability, but in the old school way, it's kind of said that don't be negative downline, be negative upline, right? Like you don't moan and whinge and bitch and complain to your team. You kind of go to your upline and tell them, oh, no. But to be truly authentic, you need to show that life is not always perfect. Like hairs are sometimes out of place. The kids are screaming and you're like, got to head it. Like it's not all plain sailing. It's not all smooth and easy. When you were in the situation at the beginning, when you were breastfeeding, you were building the business, and you're pregnant, and then like all these different phases, were you showing vulnerability?
100%. I
and
cry.
what? Yeah, you. Not fake tears, not like the whole like, okay, I gotta cry, and then taking a photo, right? It's just like if the tears were coming, you let them flow. Yeah.
I show my life, and I like people showing their lives. So I always think what I like to see, they like to see the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's with you guys, but I like to see people who are attractive, who show their life, who show the highs and the downs. So also, and of course, people like the bad stories more than the good stories. And we know that the newspapers, the TV, everything is on bringing out bad news. And it's always higher, you have more views on it. But for me, it's a thing that it comes with the business, because the business is not like just going up. It's like crazy stuff is going on. And yesterday I had a business call with a lady, and she said to me, "Do you know why I want to start a business with you? You 100% real. You show when you are not happy in the moment. You show when you are sick. You show when you have a bad volume in your organization, because we all have bad months. And I show it when we have bad month, or when we have done some bad strategies in our system. You know what I mean? So I'm always 100% real, because people know that life is not like this, business is not like this. And this is why I attract so many people. This is why I attract so many people, and also my husband, because you know him. He's 100% real. We are together.
It's like his superpower is that he cannot fake. like that's definitely one of his superpowers. He just cannot be anything but real, and that's why I love him. Right? He's awesome. So like they say that people join people, but really it's people join people's energy. And like one of the greatest forms of energy is just being real. And I think a lot of people, I mean, I can tell from my experience and myself, I didn't think the real me was good enough. I didn't think that people would like me. I thought that I had to be a different person to be liked. Why? Because of like when I was growing up in school, right? Like people didn't like me in school. Why would they like me now? Right? Like there's more people than there are in the big world than there are in school. So I'm going to have more people who don't like me. And I think what changed for me was that I just thought, hey, if there's 10 people who don't like me, there only needs to be one person who does like me. And then I just add some zeros to that, and away you go. So what can someone do that can allow them to maybe document their life more? I know that you've recently been creating some more content around like the day in the life, like a let's say an Instagram vlog where you're just, do you have like a tripod with a phone on? Because when I watch some of that content, I'm thinking, is there someone just like following you around the world, like just doing these videos? Is that like, I'm guessing it's Mr. or Mrs. Tripod who's just there, you know, like with the with the phone, like how? Because I want to start doing some stuff like that, because I find it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's that's the real story. And if I have to be honest, it's just like this.
You're holding it like this.
I just hold it like this, or I have a camera. Yeah,
the tripod. Oh my god,
super easy. But of course, it's still work. It's not the quick content creation, and I don't do it every day.
Right.
But these videos, they stay on my account, and this is what people they want to see. That they want to see my life, they want to see my daily routine, they want to see what I eat, when I get to my fitness. And of course I include all my voice. Close the door, please. Thank you.
Real time authenticity.
Yeah. I told them to close the door. Sorry for that.
Hey, Mia will come running in at some point, and she'll write on here, and God knows what she writes on here. Like it is what it is, right? It is what it is.
Yeah. But this is the just to come back on the vlogs. I think the vlogs, they are so good, because we in network marketing, we can put in our vlogs our products without showing the products. Like, this is my product. I just talk, and of course I use this, and of course I use that, and that's so easy, and that's so simple. This is what I always say, and this is a good tip for you guys. I always say post 5 times a week, just using your product with a success story. That's so simple. That every network marketing in business has products with success stories, right? I'm 100% sure you have that too. So just use your product or whatever you do, and then show a success story. And if you do this 5 times a week, and if you are afraid of doing social media, and if you are not able to do these kind of vlogs, don't look at my account now and think you have to do the same. Find your things, what you like, use it, and make it work for you. This is
so good. How do people find you on social media? What's your like Instagram handle?
Super normal, super simple. It's just my name.
Yeah,
It's my
Kathrin Glauninger, guys. We'll put her name on the screen so you can kind of spell it and see it. It's yeah, it's there's only one of her in the world, so I'm pretty sure there's
I'm
definitely
happy to
just
see
one of
you.
you, right?
I'm happy to say hi to you.
Yeah, she's one of the best there is, guys. So hey, I've got so many questions. So I'm excited for the second part. So thanks so much, Kathrin. This has been amazing.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right, thank you so much, Kathrin. You are absolutely amazing. I've got lots to talk about right now, but I just want to really quickly talk about what we discussed in the behind-the-scenes interview, because again, if you haven't already got the All Access Pass, make sure you go ahead and get it. It'll be absolutely well worth it. Great investment in your network marketing business, and it's super, 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 super affordable. Probably the most affordable thing that we do right now, with the absolute massive amount of value, like value ratio to investment price. All right, so love what she's talking about, authenticity. People do join real people. It's amazing. But in the behind the scenes interviews, we talked about like how do you get people to be vulnerable, especially when they're like private person? Because I'm quite a private person. I'm not as much now because I understand the power of impact and influence. But like, how do you help people become vulnerable, especially when it's like they don't want to show, they don't want to like feel stupid, or they're quite a private person? How to authentically talk about your products. So how can you talk about your products in a way that's not like spammy or salesy, but it's quite natural and quite authentic, well, very authentic. And how are you keeping things fresh? Because if you're going to talk about the same thing over and over and over again, how are you making it fresh and not boring? Because she's definitely not boring. And then what's one top tip that you would do today if you were starting from scratch that you could repeat every single week? And that what she shared was actually really freaking good. I really liked it, and I think more people should do that. All right. So again, you're going to get lifetime access to the 5 days of the summit for you to repeat over and over and over again. You are going to get the behind the scenes interviews from the 10 different speakers with all the different talking points that I've talked about throughout the last 4 days, and then the implementation training as well. You're going to be able to access that live, and the replay recorded version that's going to be lifetime access to as well. If this is the 4th time that you've been on here, you probably already know what the All Access Pass is, because I've been repeating it a lot. So I want to make sure that you know how valuable this is. Click the green button. You haven't got long until it vanishes forever and you can't get it forever. And I would hate for you to miss out on that. All right. Now, before we end for today, I've got one strategy more that I want to share with you real quickly. But I just want to say again, for those of you who have been sharing, you've been posting about the Content and Conversion Summit, taking screenshots, taking little videos, boomerangs, sharing your bingo moments. I am super, super grateful for the thousands of you guys who have done that. I'm trying to connect with as many of you guys as possible. If I've missed you and my bot got to you instead, I'm sorry. But if my bot did get to you, usually means that I don't then see the message. So just write something saying like, my big bingo moment from today was, and I'll definitely see it. For those of you who shared it with your teams, massively, massively appreciate that as well. But we still have one more day to go, right? We have one more day to go. Day 5, I've got 2 amazing friends who are killing it on social media, and I've got some great strategies for you. I've got 3 strategies, actually. 3 strategies for you as well. All right? So I can't wait to see you then. All right? Now, last strategy is coming to in-person events, right? So when it comes to in-person events, you should be attending not because of the magic that's going to be created in the room, but in the hallways. Now, you've heard of people promoting events so many times over the years, be in the room, be in the room, be in the room. It's so important to be in the room. And yes, when you go in the room, you get a vibration like nothing else, right? When I mean vibration, like a feeling like nothing else. This is not going well, is it? Like a feeling like nothing else. When you leave, you have that feeling of, oh my God, life will never be the same again. And it lasts 72 hours. From the moment you leave the event, you've got 72 hours to take action. Otherwise, all that energy is gone, unless it's an event like Dare to Dream, which is well thought out and takes a long, long time of preparation for you to have an elongated window, right? So it's not 72 hours, it's more like 72 days, right? So anyway, I continue. So the idea is not necessarily what you're going to get inside of the room in terms of recognition, feeling, and knowledge, because you're going to get that. That's going to be amazing. But what you're going to get in the hallways to give you 30 days of content to then build your business. Because if you've got 30 days of content from the event, you're going to be able to you're going to be able to move the business forward, which I promise you will give you more feeling than anything else will. By you getting that commission check of $100 or $200 or $500, $1,000, $10,000, that's what's going to make you, to begin with at least, go, oh, wow, I need to go all in. This is the best thing ever. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to be in the hallway with a friend. You, and this is you, let's say you and Bob, right? Bob has lipstick on for this example. I don't know why it's gone like that way, but anyway, you and Bob. And you are making a decision, you and Bob, that you are going to be co-content creators for this event. So you go to the event. Now, Bob could be your partner. Bob could be a downline, an upline, a sideline. Bob could be a crossline friend. But it's when the event is on, it's game on, you're in the event, right? And the content that you create is in your seat, selfie style. I'm super excited to be learning and growing my business. I'm super excited to be getting some nuggets. If you're a speaker, you're behind the stage, you're documenting that. But in the hallways, when there's a break, you're not going to the bar and drinking at halftime. You're not going out and doing pajama parties. Yes, you can do all that. That's going to be fun. But your main goal is we are going to interview 5 people in every break. Now, if it's a comfort break, like it's a literally 3-minute break, we're not going to do 5. But we're going to do our absolute best to interview 5 people before the event starts, during lunch break, and after the event ends, right? So 15 people. So we're going to interview 5 people per break. And what's going to happen is we're going to get the first person. He's cool. His name is Derek. I don't know why I went with Derek, but we did, right? So Bob is going to record on the camera you interviewing Derek. And again, 3 questions, right? 5 per break, 3 questions. And you can do whatever you want. You could say, why did you join this company? Or why did you want to make an extra income from home? What's the number one benefit that you've had? Who else should do this? Why, what, how? Sorry, why, what, who? Right? Or why did you start taking this product? What benefits did you have from taking the product? And who do you think should use this product? Right? So what you do, you do that, right? So Bob is then going to interview Derek, right? And Bob is going to then Bob's going to get like a full length video. Bob is then also going to take a photo. And then you are going to grab the phone and do a selfie with Derek. So now you've got a selfie with Derek, a full body with Derek, and a video with Derek. That's 3 pieces of content. So you do Derek. The next person is going to be, let's say, Sharon, right? Derek and Sharon, right? You are now going to video Bob and Sharon. Bob's going to interview Sharon. Same thing. Going to get the full body video, the full body photo, and the selfie. You do that. Whether you get 2, 3, 4, you're going to get 3, 9, 27 pieces of content that you can use that's going to be highly focused about your business. Here's the reason why. When you are the common denominator, people aren't going to go, oh, that's not your product. That's not your customer. That's not your customer. That's not your team member. They're not going to even think that. They're just going to go, why are you always with this person who's got a transformation, this person who's got a transformation, this person who's got a transformation, this person's got a transformation, this person? Like, they want to be next to you. So it's a great way to build credibility, build authority, build influence, but also talk about your freaking product or talk about your business. Okay? So I hope you got value from today. Action-packed strategies today, guys. So I really hope you got value today. Tomorrow, again, I'm going to be bringing 3 different strategies. I've got my friend Florence and also Melissa who are going to be bringing their killer strategies as well. And I cannot wait to see you on day 5. Let's finish this strong. Can't wait to see you there. Don't forget to get the All Access Pass and check out the 6-Figure Breakthrough. And I will see you tomorrow. Mwah! Kisses to you all. Big love. Bye-bye.